Okay, welcome to the WordPress Profit Enhancement plugin page. We're looking at the developers page right now that we did all of our testing on, and I'm going to take a minute to show you the plugin, but first let me tell you why we created it. With all of the talk right now about PayPal limiting and freezing people's accounts and affiliate programs shutting their doors to make money online programs, we decided to develop this plugin to allow you to rotate payment buttons on your page to go to different payment processors so that if one should freeze you, you don't have all of your operating capital tied up in that one freeze. You can simply rely on your other processors to have funds in there so that you can pay your domains and your hosting and your affiliates. Now, it was thought that this couldn't be done because of affiliate programs, because they would not allow you to use multiple payment buttons. But actually, eJunkie and a couple of other affiliate programs that we found allow for multiple shopping cart options. So regardless of which payment button your affiliate's referral buys through, your affiliate's still going to be tracked and credited for the sale. So, that being said, what we've done is we've developed a plugin that will rotate the payment buttons on a page so that you can have sales going to various merchant accounts. Now, if you take a look right here, okay, we're in the WordPress admin panel, and if you come down here to settings, you'll click the little drop down arrow, and down here, this says QPay Basic because we're on the developer page, but when you have this plugin, it will say WordPress Profit Enhancement. And when you click it, it will take you to the options page. This is very, very simple to use, okay? We have included fields for AlertPay, Google Checkout, and PayPal, but then we've also included 3 other fields that you can put in any random code. eJunkie supports PayPal, Google Checkout, Authorize.net, ToCheckout, and ClickBank. They also support TrialPay, but that does not work for payment processing, and they support several types of PayPal accounts. We're going to be using PayPal Standard and Google Checkout to show you in this video how to go about doing this. So, just to show you, what you would do is you would come over to eJunkie, okay, and you would go to your seller admin panel, which is right here, and then you would go to Get Buy Now Cart buttons for your products. Okay, we only have one product set up in here, but you're going to click this drop down for any product you're going to be doing this for. Get Update, and then you'll click on Get Button Code. Now, this first page is the eJunkie shopping cart buttons. If you look down here at the uses, it says you need one view cart button on all pages which have an add to cart button, but we're not using an add to cart button, so we're going to go right over here to our buy now buttons, okay? And here, by default, is PayPal Standard checked. So this is just any code that you would use to put on your page for a button, okay? So you would come over here to QPay Basic, and you'd come to the PayPal options, and you would copy and paste that code in. And you'd right click and select paste. And if you didn't want the button in the rotation, you would uncheck this. But if you did, any button you put in here, you want to check this little check mark. Okay, so then we come over here and we go over to the Google button and we click the Google button and we right click and we copy, and then we come over here and we go to the Google button and we paste. Okay, then we make sure it's active in the rotator, go down to the bottom, click Save. Once you've done that, if you look up here, okay, this is where you're going to have your code that you'll insert. Now, if you want the buttons to rotate, you're going to right-click this little string of code here, you'll copy it, and then you'll go to your page, and you will edit, okay, and then you'll just paste that code right in here. And then you'll update the page. And then you'll come over to your developer page. Now you can see that right now what's showing is the Google Checkout button. During the testing, we had it set to, you had to refresh every 5 times before you would see a new button, and that was just for testing. Once you have this plugin, it will refresh every page load will be different button in the rotation. Okay, so I'll refresh this a few times until you see it. This is a PayPal button here. And I'll refresh it a few times until the Google checkout button comes back, which will be momentarily. And there you go. Okay, now again, once you have the plugin, it will refresh on page load, so you don't have to worry about that. A couple other things I want to show you just very quickly. Alright, if you only want one button to show without rotation, you'll use this code right here, except where it says name in quotes, you'll put the name of the button. So it could be PayPal, it could be Alert Pay, it could be Other 1, Other 2, or Other 3. And that'll depend on which buttons you're using, but those will be how you name them, Other 1, Other 2, Other 3, because that's how they're named in the system. And the last thing I want to show you, and this is really cool, okay, now 4 out of 5 of the shopping cart solutions that are supported by eJunkie also accept PayPal. To Checkout, Authorize.net, eJunkie, and PayPal, and ClickBank, to allow your buyers to pay through PayPal. But Google Checkout does not. So, if you want to show a static button on every page that shows that you can use a PayPal button, you can actually just use this code here, and this string of code is included in a text file with your plugin, and you just copy this, okay, go back to the page, and you'll just paste that code in. So that it looks like this. Okay, and we'll update it. We'll go back over here to the page, and we'll refresh it. And now on every page, this will be, the PayPal button will be static, so that the buyer or the visitor knows that they can still choose PayPal. They can choose Google or PayPal, it's up to them. And you can have that button static on every page, or you can just have it in the rotation. And so we'll just refresh, and you'll see that no matter which button is showing as the primary in the rotation, the PayPal button also shows for the visitors who only feel safe using PayPal. Now, some of your other buttons like ClickBank and Authorize.net and To Checkout will show that they also accept PayPal as an alternative. And see here, we're back to the eJunkie PayPal button along with the regular PayPal button. Now, this could have been a ClickBank button if we had set up ClickBank. Could have been Authorize.net. It could have been To Checkout. We could have rotated all 6 of the buttons that are supported in the eJunkie affiliate program. And all of the affiliates will be tracked. We have tested this with our affiliates, making purchases from each other on a test, and they were all tracked in the affiliate program. So it tracked no matter which button we used. And that is how the Profit Enhancement plugin works, and that is what it is going to do to protect your money by mitigating the risk and spreading it into different payment accounts.